Alright, man. Alright, man. We got more Gears of War, man. Gears of War EDay. We got RTX inside the game. Gears of War EDay with DLSS 4.5 and RTX Mega Geometry. Listen, I got a PC and I know a little bit about this stuff when I was building it, but I don't know all the details of why this is important. DLSS, obviously they're trying to gloat and they're trying to showcase their graphics, what they got going on, why our game is better than yours, why our game is more intricate than yours. This is what they want to do, and Gears of War has done this damn near every time when it's on its way to come out. They show off its graphics, what they added, the amount of detail they got. So let's do this without further ado. This is from Gamescom, happening right now with the Xbox 2026.
Rated M for mature.
Gears of War EDay is the next game in the Gears of War franchise. It's the story of Emergence Day. It's going back to the beginning when the...
I wish this shit was that smooth. I wish... You see, once they really optimize this shit, you know the campaign gonna be optimized. Once they really optimize, you see how smooth this look?
Gears of War EDay is the next game in the Gears of War franchise. It's the story of Emergence Day. It's going back to the beginning when the locusts first come out of the ground and start attacking.
It is also a game that has been built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5 with all new art and all new systems.
Yes,
to
this
push
was explained.
Visual fidelity to a level we've never achieved before.
That's
Gears of War is
gorgeous.
probably best known as an Xbox franchise, but the PC has always been a very important platform that we're using to bring the most we possibly can to the game.
The PC community is incredibly important to us. I, myself, am a PC gamer. I've been making PC games for my entire career, and we've built this game with a PC mindset.
We're trying to push a
really?
lot of technology, high detail.
Oh,
geometry.
really? You built this game with a PC mindset, huh? Oh, really? I want to believe that. I want to believe that. I really do. But until this game is fully optimized for real, that's just, we just gonna take that with a grain of salt.
PC community is incredibly important to us. I, myself, am a PC gamer. I've been making PC games for my entire career, and we've built this game with a PC mindset.
We're trying to push a lot of technology, high detail geometry, heavily using Nanite and Lumen. We're going to be one of the first.
Oh my goodness. You see, it don't matter what game we play, what we was playing from Gears 1 through, I want to say 4. 4 and 5 is pretty much the same, but you know, they still gonna show off. They still did show off and do an Unreal Engine showcase for those games, but
heavily using
there's nothing better than this, bro. Like
Nanite and
this just
Lumen.
this is the top level
Megalights.
of
Gears of
third
War
person
supports
horror
ray-traced
shooting
lighting,
games.
shadows, and reflections. This shows up in
RTX
so many different
on.
ways.
That's
A great
crazy.
example is our pay and save. This is an environment that has TVs that have dynamic lighting coming off them and bouncing off the scene.
There's a lot of dynamic elements to the game. I think one of my favorite things is the tickers, watching them run through the level. You have this little glowing creature casting dynamic shadows. all over the
RTX
world,
on.
casting real-time global illumination. But don't watch them too long, they'll blow up on you.
It's really noticeable on the muzzle flashes on our guns as you get this burst of flashing light and all the shadows that get cast off it. And we can have dynamic lights that sort of flicker. You can build this sense of tension and use lighting as a tool for visual storytelling and gameplay that we haven't been able to do before.
Real-time reflections is something that's very cool for us. We have some really cool elements in the game that are nice and shiny.
As you shoot glass and see real-time ray-traced reflections and translucency, all of that is dynamic in real time, which of course you wouldn't have with traditional baked lighting techniques.
All in all, ray traced lighting brings the dark, gritty vibe that we want to life in the game and really adds a level of realism and cohesiveness that's never been possible for us before.
And on our ultra spec or our ludicrous spec PC settings, We push ray tracing even farther with higher ray trace samples.
Yo, with the ludicrous spec for y'all out there that got super phenomenal PCs, was it smooth for y'all to do it? Did it give you issues? Because what I'm hearing through the grapevine with people that actually have superpowered PCs, the ludicrous setting, they was having issues. Like they couldn't. Maybe it was something on their end, because obviously with this trailer they're saying that the ludicrous setting works, blah 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 blah. But I don't know anybody that actually was able to use the ludicrous setting without suffering the consequences. And the consequences being the consequences in frame rate, losing frame rate, functionality, maybe even input lag of some sort. I want to explore and see who actually can use this ludicrous option. Unless you got a Dr. Disrespect type computer, or Nick Merckx type of computer, or Tim the Tabman. I know them guys got super powered, all the top of the line PC parts, all the top of the line RAM parts, all the top of the line CPU chips, top of the line towers, all that shit. Ludicrous is a myth unless you can actually use it, in my opinion.
More rays, but also RTX Mega Geometry.
We're going to be the first Unreal Engine title to show RTX Mega Geometry in our game. This is really exciting because we're a very Nanite heavy title, but there's always been a bit of a discrepancy between what's available for us to happen at raster and what's available for us to happen when we're ray tracing.
You see, and people don't want to talk about, or they don't want to talk about what detail does to PC usage, RAM usage. The reason why a lot of people that had mid-level to bad PCs, they couldn't even run this shit, is because as games get more and more advanced, as games get more and more detailed, as people or game developers want to show off their skill set and show off the realism and to make this crazy amount of $1 million budget make sense, they have to create systems that wow individuals. Gears of War, when it came to graphics, since we walked on to the scene with Gears of War 1, Gears of War 1 has always had the best graphics in the industry. When Gears of War 1 came out, we did not see anything this beautiful. If you play Gears of War 1 now, it's going to look ugly. It's still beauty in it because of, you know, nostalgia. I think it's still beauty in it, but compared to the other games after it, it is not it. EDay, ironically, is going to be supposed to be the first game in the Gears title, because this is the first time we see the Locust Horde. This is the first time we run into the Locust Horde. They destroy the cities, and we got to fight them off. It's funny how the graphics is this game is going to take the graphics competition to a whole nother level, as it did with the first Gears of War. Now we back to the first Gears in the timeline, which is EDay, and it's going to be doing that again with all this extra stuff, ray tracing, blah, 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 blah.
Mega Geometry allows us to use the same level of detail that we're using for Nanite as our ray tracing basis.
It pushes the visual ray tracing to a higher level than we can achieve with Unreal Engine's tech.
I really like her lisp.
Ray tracing basis.
She has an adorable lisp. Listen to this.
It pushes the visual ray tracing to a higher level than we can achieve with Unreal Engine's technologies out of the box. You see some of the examples of foliage or shadow detail that is just crisper and has more fine detail in
That actually looks like a donut sitting there. That's crazy. That's crazy.
that shadow.
You definitely get a lot more detail in a lot of the rock surfaces. They look just a lot sharper and a lot more correct. And as well, things like barbed wire, things that were just not possible to represent with the amount of triangles that we had available to us, all of a sudden look really nice.
Our environments are incredibly dense. We have 100 times the geometric detail in our game than anywhere else. And being able to work with NVIDIA and bring Mega Geometry to this game really...
They call it Mega Geometry. Mega Geometry. I like that.
Is going to show what games are going to look like in the future.
DLSS and other super sampling techniques really allow us as a developer to perform more advanced graphics techniques that just wouldn't be possible to do if we were working in 4.
Bro, look at this shit, bro. It looks like they're actually in the city street. I see why there is a, I guess a sort of a demand to use this and to bring this into future video games, now video games, and the video games after Gears EDay. Like, look at this street. This look like a Injustice type alley. You might see this shit in Injustice 3 or 4 or something. I don't know if y'all know about that. That's a fighting game with superheroes from DC. Like, look at this. This looks like Gotham City, bro.
That just wouldn't be possible to do.
That looks like Gotham City. Alright, I think I could set this down now, since y'all know every time when they show gameplay footage that RTX is on.
If we were working at full resolution. It's something that allows you to take a lower res image and then using machine learning is able to upsample that to a larger image without really sacrificing the quality.
We also support dynamic multi-frame generation, allowing you to push to the highest frame rates possible. And it's so important that we tie this with Reflex. Reflex lowers latency and improves the responsiveness of our game.
It's something we think is very important, especially in a multiplayer environment. We're a very competitive game. You want to make sure that you have your enemy in focus and your reticle over them at all times. We want a nice smooth frame rate.
200. That shit says 200 plus FPS at the top right corner.
Customization is a huge part of why.
Y'all have to let me know which one of y'all was in 200 plus FPS in this game. I think they bottlenecked it. Which one of y'all was in 150? I think they bottlenecked this shit at 150. They put a hard limit on the beta and the early access. Who? Go in the comments right now if this is a clip, if this is a Twitter clip, Instagram, TikTok clip. Go in the comments. Y'all let me know if y'all was hitting the max FPS of this shit.
I play games on PC, and it's part of what we wanted to make sure we're delivering for EDay players. If they care about HDR, if they care about frame rate versus resolution, we want all of that choice available for players.
I'm an ultra-wide player. I have really pushed the team to make sure that we are showing up strongly there. We have full support for native 21:9, gameplay up to 32:9, and all of our cinematics are also real-time and are rendered in ultra-wide.
Our benchmark is something that's very important to us. It was something that has always been used by reviewers for years after we ship, and it's something we hope will be that way again. This is a very technically ambitious title, and I think we're going to push hardware for years to come.
We've always built our games to showcase the latest technology and push what is possible.
It's beautiful, bro.
And working with
It's a
NVIDIA,
beautiful game, bro.
share the same.
With all these settings up, obviously everything is at the max settings. This is the top of the line in competition as far as graphics, and it's always been. This is gorgeous. I have a pretty good monitor, bro, and I really see how pretty this shit is. This shit is gorgeous, bro. I expect nothing less from a Gears title.
For years to come.
We've always built our games to showcase the latest technology and push what is possible in gaming. And working with NVIDIA, who share the same philosophy with us, we've been able to bring features like ray traced lighting, RTX Mega Geometry, DLSS, Reflex.
Bro, look at
For
this
players,
environment,
this means
bro. Look at this environment, bro. They bugged out. Hold on. Hold on.
lighting,
Can I see this again?
RTX.
Like, look at this, bro. Hopefully, to all the people that got good monitors, you see this. That got good points of view, you see this, bro. This is the legacy of Gears, bro. It has to outshine everybody. This right here is beautiful. This is like only something like a Last of Us of 2026 could hope to even like mirror this right here.
Mega Geometry,
Crazy.
DLSS, Reflex. For players, this means delivering an experience that feels like they're playing a movie with the real-time performance that you expect in a high-end game.
Ain't no frame rate drops, nothing. Okay. Alright, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe to the channel. Check out my last video. It's the story mode trailer. I reacted to that. I think that was a good one. And let's get it. Let's get it. Till next time, like, comment, subscribe to the channel for the algorithm. Out of here.